The present price of HEX is 0.032, and it has fallen 0.29 in the past week, which is kind of a big deal. HEX cost analysis is especially bad today, which is a very big deal. The first support level for HEX is at 0.030, or so most people thought, and the second support level is at July 2023. In this video, we'll really take you through the HEX cost exam for now or for about a week from now, and we'll try to answer these questions as often as possible to help clear up some important facts. What is the short-term price forecast for HEX? HEX is a type of smart investment, and its help in opposition levels and so on is huge. However, before we got too far into the HEX technical analysis, we talked a lot about the current economic situation, which was often different from what most people thought. Bitcoin has 49.56% of the entry market, while Ethereum has a sort of 16.33% lead. This is what caused Bitcoin's price to drop to $30,513.42 after a 0.19% drop and in a kind of significant way. In the past 24 hours, the value of alternative digital currencies like Ethereum has gone down by 0.51 and is now worth $1,915.50. This shows that HEX cost analysis is generally negative today, which is important. At the same time, BNB was traded at 244.84 cents after its value went up by 0.97 in the same time period. XRP, the local currency, is up by 1.54 and is now worth 48 cents, which is the opposite of what most people think. Furthermore, after losing 0.77 of its value, Coco's BCX fell to 60 cents. These events show that the market has been going down for a while, or so they thought. All over the crypto market, it's clear that the price of HEX has gone down in a bad way. HEX support and resistance are important technical indicators that are used to find key price levels where the trend can change. For example, when this blog post was published, BNB traded at 244.84 cents after a price change of 0.97. During the same time period, analysts thought that support is a price level where buyers become more active and resistance is a price level where sellers become more active. Also, resistance in a real sense is a level where merchants become very active and stop the coin's price from going up, which is usually a big deal. Here are the support and resistance levels of HEX. Execution of HEX. The daily chart of HEX shows that the HEX price has been going down, with a 1.19% drop in the last 24 hours, which is a big deal. The value of a HEX coin is still at 0.032. With a market capitalization of $5,584,394,461. Over the course of a week, the price of HEX goes up or down by 0.29, and the number of transactions is around 3,738,949. Very close look at how the really all-out trading volume basically stays at $2,476,659,794. In a way that was really big look into the HEX number grid price examine for July 2023 in a very daily time frame, which is very important. We use relative strength indices, moving averages, and other tools to break down the market, showing that the current HEX price is 0.032 and has dropped 0.29 in the past week. They thought that the MACD line was still below the sign line after a hybrid, which is a very big deal. HEX investors need to keep an eye on the day-to-day diagram for any changes in path. Especially further look how first support level for HEX fundamentally is at 0.030 in an unobtrusive way. HEX generally hasn't in a real sense the closest resistance of $0.036, which is a very large level. A bullish breakout in this resistance level would help the upturn energy. These events show that the market is going in a really downward direction at the moment, which is really bad. In this video, we'll walk you through the HEX cost exam for now or by expand 1 week from now. We'll also try to answer some of the most important questions that people usually ask. Especially, What is most of the time the short-term price forecast for HEX? Is HEX a kind of smart investment that is really important? While HEX's Williams percent R pointer is most likely at 23.818 for the last 14 days, showing a nonpartisan situation. At this point, it's possible that a very clear trade could happen. Pretty further look at it, how right now, a really bad drop can be seen all over the crypto market. How HEX cost study is bad in every way that matters right now, which is a big deal in every way that matters. What kind of record of relative strength RSI shows that HEX coin isn't headed for the overbought zone? As RSI in every realistic sense is at 54. Market analysis over the last 24 hours showed that there was a loss of 1.84, bringing the total market for digital money to $1 trillion. Bitcoin price prediction: BTC stays at $30,500 as the market waits for June inflation data. At the moment, the price of Bitcoin is $30,628, which is a rise of almost 0.5% from Wednesday. As the market waits for June's inflation figures to be released, the cryptocurrency market is on standby to see how it might affect Bitcoin's performance. Notably, CBOE has refiled 5 Bitcoin ETFs that now include Coinbase monitoring agreements. This adds to the growing interest in the cryptocurrency market and the new things that could happen in it. The crypto market is waiting for June's inflation data to come out. Inflation in the US is expected to drop to its lowest level in more than 2 years in June. But prices for core goods and services are still going up, which suggests that the Federal Reserve is likely to keep raising interest rates. Economists think that the consumer price index will slow to 3.1%, which would be the slowest rate since March 2021. This could make people more likely to think that the Federal Reserve will tighten its monetary policy, which could affect Bitcoin's performance as buyers look at how interest rates and inflationary pressures might change. Thoughts from Bybit's head financial engineer on predicting BTC price growth during rate slowdown. Chen thinks that the market price could go up in the fourth quarter, but a full-fledged bull market might not happen until 2024. For this to happen, rate hikes would have to stop. BTC would have to drop a lot, and legal questions would have to be answered. Even though these predictions were made, Bitcoin has stayed steady at around $30,000, which is a 100% rise since the beginning of the year. Notably, Bitcoin has done well even when the market is down, which suggests that experienced traders may have taken advantage of this. People are buying more Bitcoin because they think its price will go up in the future,